hello from the National Museum of Contemporary History. As we are filming this, the country is in lockdown due to the global pandemic crisis caused by the coronavirus. At this particular point of history, when movement across the globe is severely limited, we are lucky to have the opportunity to connect with 6 other cultural institutions across Europe in a project entitled Identity on the Line. Together, we are going to explore a long-term consequences of different migrations process, forced or voluntary one, which took place in Europe in the last 100 years.
The issue of migration still remains one of today's most important social challenges, stimulating questions regarding identity, belonging, community and solidarity. What happens to our sense of self when we leave our community of origin to settle somewhere else? What connects us to the larger community? What shapes our sense of belonging? And finally, is identity uniform or multifaceted? Does it change over time? Do people have one coherent identity, or perhaps more than one?
In order to answer these questions, we are going to explore the stories of people who migrated to Slovenia from the former Yugoslav republics. But to tell this story, we need to take a step back and talk about a country that no longer exists, Yugoslavia. Founded in the aftermath of the Second World War, Yugoslavia was located in Central and Southeastern Europe. It was a socialist state and a federation made up of 6 republics: Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia, Macedonia, Montenegro, and Slovenia. Migrations between its borders were very common, and Slovenia soon became the biggest immigration area. It is estimated that on the whole, 300,000 people moved to Slovenia between 1945 and 1991. However, after Yugoslavia's dissolution amid the Yugoslav wars and Slovenia's independence in 1991, many of these people started to be regarded as unwanted foreigners or even enemies of the state. In addition, in February of 1992, 18,000 people were removed from the Slovenian Registry of Permanent Residents, losing all social, civil and political rights. These people were later known as the Erased.
And this is the chronological frame of our investigation. We will interview people who have personally experienced the migration processes, as well as their descendants. The personal narratives and material objects collected will be analyzed and contextualized in order to identify narratives of particular interest to the region. We are looking forward to fill in the missing pieces of this multifaceted historical puzzle.